Just waiting for the stream to pop off. I think we're good. Yup, we're good. Oh no, the thumbnail. Oh no, no, no. Let's fix that quickly. That is the wrong thumbnail. YouTube videos, thumbnails. Sneak peek at robot. Save. Hope everyone's having a nice day. It's a beautiful Saturday? Saturday? Saturday. I'm gonna lower this down a bit. Alright, let's see if the changes went up and then we can start the stream. Please update soon. I hate how long it takes to update a thumbnail on YouTube. Because it caches it, and then if you post that link anywhere, the cached picture gets put up. So if you use the wrong thumbnail, you have to wait like a couple minutes to go and promote it. We'll wait 2-3 minutes and we'll go promote the stream somewhere else. But I want to talk to you guys about, I'm going to lower this a bit. I want to talk to you guys about robot ideas. And here's one I've been working on lately. And I thought it'd be cool to show you guys and get some opinions, get some insight on what you guys want to see. And maybe give you guys a sneak peek of what I'm currently working on for this next video. So we did a video on how to beat the Chrome's Dino game, where I put a sensor on the screen, and using the sensor I was able to tell the servo, which is a motor that's set on the keyboard, when to push the button. So whenever the sensor sensed something, we told the keyboard to push the button. And when the keyboard pushed the button, it made the game character jump. And it jumped over the cactuses, and it just kept on going infinitely. This is a bit different. This is a bit more of a meme video, but I think with the good presentation of it, I think it could be both educational and hilarious. So it's pretty much a Roomba mod, and the Roomba mod is... What was that? I don't know what that was. What up, Nikki? How's it going? Yeah, so it's pretty much a Roomba mod, and it's going to, instead of clean, make everything dirty. That's the goal, at least. I still have to figure out specific details and how I want to do it, but yeah. So let me break it apart and actually show you guys. It's kind of put together, kind of taped together, but you see this piece next to my face right here with the gears inside of it? It's pretty much a motor that runs one gear, that runs another gear. And the gear inside the cylinder here has holes in it. And on the bottom of the cylinder, there's holes. And as the gear spins in the bottom here, let me get a better angle for you. See that? So as this gear inside here spins, things will fall through the hole of the gear, which will fall through the hole of the cylinder onto whatever you want. And then I 3D printed this casing. Let me put this back in. I 3D printed this whole body of it to replicate the bin of a Roomba, which I have right here on the floor somewhere. So this is the bin of a Roomba, and this is mine. Very small difference, but the idea is they both slide into the cartridge of a Roomba, making a Roomba moddable now. So if I wanted to make another Roomba video, all I gotta do is pull out this mechanism here, and I can keep the Arduino in a battery and just put anything else in there. So if you guys have any ideas, we could literally do anything to a Roomba, and that's absolutely hilarious. I have an older Roomba here. So the way that the normal casing works, I gotta get a better angle on this. The way the normal case works is you have the cartridge? I don't know how to pronounce it. No, cartridge. Take it, you just slide it in, and it clicks. Mine doesn't have the clicking stuff, but mine will actually slide in as well. So you just take it like this, put it in the back. See that? And then it slides in. You gotta push it in to make it tight and everything, but see how it fits? There is this leaking Arduino here, but it fits, which was like the goal. And now it'll zoom around the house and just drop dirt and things everywhere from the bottom there. I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool. Spent about like 2 days working on this. The hardest part was printing everything out. Printing it took about, I would say like 25 hours worth of 3D printing without designing it. That's just the actual printer time. I probably could have made that like 10. But yeah, it fits. It was a really fun project because now I could do whatever I want with it. I'm just not sure. The hardest part for me has been knowing how to present it, where I can make it a funny 10-minute video, but also educational. You know what I mean? Like, one idea I had was start the video off talking about the robot and showing like the cool idea and get everyone hooked on that idea and being like, wow, this could be actually a really cool video. I want to watch the whole thing. And then somewhere in the middle, just teach something about this. So like every video will be like a small little lesson about how to build things between the video of what I built. So I'll be like, so this video I built a 3D printed Roomba mod. And then maybe I show you guys a very small like portion on how to 3D print. You know what I mean? I think that could be cool. So I start the video off with showing you the robot. Maybe I show like how I built it. Then I stop the video in the middle or something and I'm like, quick like mini lesson, here's how I 3D printed this. And I make like a box in the 3D printing program. And then I take that box and I export it and I put it on a card and then I take the card and put it in the 3D printer and I'm like, all right, well that's how you 3D print. And then we go back to the video. You know, how do you turn this into a 10-minute video? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Most of the other people who make content like this make multiple robots per video, but then the trade-off with that is that they post like once a month, maybe even more. Like one of them is Michael Reeves and he posts like once every month and a half, 2 months. That's like 7, 8, 9 videos a year. A year. I don't want to do that. I mean, I want to do that, but at this level, you can't do that. Yeah, so I'm not sure. I gotta, you know, tell me if you guys got any ideas, but I gotta figure out how to do that. Make a 10-minute video about something that's not 10 minutes, so put something inside of it that can help them out anyways. And the only thing that came to my head up to now was like mini tutorials within a funny video. But do people watch funny videos wanting to learn things? Probably not. They just skip or they close the video. Let me do a little quick. Oops, I posted the wrong link. Crap. Let me just do a little stream announcement. What's up, Connor? Give me a moment. I'm just posting my stream in Discord. Showing y'all something I worked on for the next video. Okay. Do that. Alright, we're good. So, what's up, Connor? I was just showing Nick, who was in here from the starting of the stream. I built like a Roomba mod. So, instead of a Roomba cleaning, the Roomba is going to make the house dirtier. And that's what this is right here that I'm holding in my hand. A bunch of cables and switches and stuff. But the idea of it is there's like a little blender in here. little blender with gears in here, and as the gear spins, the gear has holes in it, and when the holes line up, things will fall through. This is up to you, so you can put whatever you want in there. I think, for me, the funniest and like the least of a mess would be something to do with my dog. So maybe like a bunch of dog treats, just like fill it up to the brim with dog treats and just let the Roomba roam around. And as I'm introducing the video and talking about the video, my dog is just like cleaning up treats off the floor. I think that would be really funny. I'm trying to figure that out. And yeah, I feel like a lot of people enjoy this stuff, and a lot of people would love to do this stuff, but they don't know how. So I'm trying to find a way. How do I make the videos about robot ideas and fun stuff like that, and make it educational as well, and then make it 10 minutes? That's like the problem I've been having. Like I made a video a couple days ago on a robot that I built, and I was struggling to get it to 4 minutes long. So how do you get the video to 10 minutes long? That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's awesome. I was thinking about the same with the dog food. Sounds like a great idea. Yeah, dog food would be pretty funny. It's not as dirty as you would think, so maybe like crushing dog food and putting it in there, just like little chunks, and it would just leave like a giant mud trail. What else? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much moddable to whatever you want. The cool thing about this is I've 3D printed, it spent like 17 hours to 3D print the case here, so the case you see here, and it fits perfectly into a Roomba. Okay, not perfectly, but it fits pretty well into a Roomba, as if it's the Roomba cartridge, like this one right here. So this is a dust collector. It's literally empty inside. It's got like a filter in there, and you can see the next to each other. I didn't want to print something as big as this just because I didn't need this much room. Like I measured everything out on the computer and I made it this big, and this already took like 17 hours. So they both just slide into the Roomba like a magazine and a gun. And yeah, and then you can do whatever you want. So in this case, I'm running this upside down. So it's going to be running like this. And you can see on the bottom right there are the two holes right here. There's one hole here and there's one hole here. And then there's a gear you could see inside of there. I'm like struggling out here because the camera's reversed, but yeah. So you see this gear here? Let me turn it. See that? So the holes line up there and things would fall through, and then keep spinning it, and now the holes don't line through or line up. Did you design it for 3D printing? What program did you use? I used I can't believe I'm blanking out. Tinkercad. It's like a super simple like baby edit 3D program, but that's what I wanted. It was super easy to print to make this. So like so earlier I was talking to Nick. I was saying like, what if I made a video about something funny like this? Like this is pretty troll. This is a pretty funny meme to make. And then within the video, I added educational content. So like I started off the video with talking about the robot, showing how I built the robot. And then let's say I can get that to like 3 or 4 minutes. And then at the 4-minute mark, I take like a 2-minute break where I talk about how I built it. So like one piece of it. So maybe I talk about how I wired things, or maybe I talk about how I 3D printed. So 3D printing would be cool because I could show you guys the process of 3D printing. I could be like, here's how I designed it. So let's open up a editing program and let's make, let's literally make something, right? So I make it in the editing program while recording the video. Then I take that, I export it to my SD card, and then I take my SD card and I put it in the 3D printer and I print it, and I'm like, well, that's how I did that. And you can replicate that if you want to print something like I did here, right? So like I link it to the video, and then from there I continue the video, but I'm still not sure how to get it to be 10 minutes long, because that's a long video. But I think if I did that, I can make my videos longer than 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Funny thing with this is I spent a long time trying to make it all work through software, but things weren't working for me. Like you can see in the back here, I tried to make like a resistor and button work. The cables aren't here, but the whole idea was when you push the button and you started the Roomba, the robot would know it's in like engage mode, and it would start roaming around the house and drop food. But I couldn't get that to work. The motor would just turn on the second Arduino would boot. So I added a physical switch. So all you got to do is do that, and now the motors have power, and they'll start spinning, and this gear here and the bottom will start spinning. Let me refocus that. I think a full video of how you made it would be cool. There's a lot that goes into it, like 2 minutes of design, 2 minutes of 3D printing, 2 minutes of it being used. That'd be a nice video. Yeah, I'm trying. Exactly. Like, I don't want to make a video where it's a tutorial on how I made it. Think about it like, you know Michael Reeves? So I like his content a lot, but the problem with Michael Reeves is he doesn't post consistently. Like, he'll make a video every month and a half. So he makes like 10 videos a year, which is ridiculous. Like, I can't do that at this level. I need to be making like 2 or 3 a week. Ideally, I think I could do 2 of these robot ideas a week, just because I'm working on a bunch of other content for the grind reel stuff. What's up, Siberian College? I'm guessing this is your first stream, so welcome to this channel, where we have fun and memes. Building robot memes here. See this meme? See those? See that? See those 2 holes? When they line up, when they line up, when they line up. Oh, it's so hard to turn. I can't do it. Anyways, so the idea is this sits in the back of a Roomba. There's 2 holes on the bottom, and whatever you put inside the cylinder here will fall through the holes and onto the floor. And now you have a Roomba that instead of picking things up, it drops things on the floor. So you want to put dirty mud in there, you want to put dog treats, you want to put nails, whatever you want, you could do it. And let's say you're done and you want to make another Roomba mod, all you got to do is just pull this out and take off the tape, the magical tape, and you can use this Roomba for anything, this mod, this case, whatever you want to call it. I was doing a little sneak peek. Maybe we could talk about robot ideas. I have a list of hilarious ideas. I wanted to share them and then see in the chat which one you guys laughed at the most. Automating friend to play with dogs. I was thinking automating a machine to train my dog. The only thing that the issue I was running into is like the machine learning part of like being able to tell whether she's sitting or not, or lying down or not. So I think I have to do it some other way. Not through like a camera that scans her and then use the machine learning to figure out where she's sitting or not. Maybe like physical things. So I have, I can show you guys actually. I have the box right here. I have all my sensors and stuff right here next to me. I bought like a whole desk that I put behind my stream here whenever I want to work on a bot. And then when I'm done, I just pack everything up and put it in my closet. But I've been too lazy to do that, so I literally take my work desk, I put my keyboard on the side, and then I just like move my mouse over and I work on the table here. It's pretty bunk, but it works. So I got a box here. Excuse me for the noise. And I got a bunch of sensors, like literally endless sensors and stuff. See, non-stop. We got motion sensors. We got radar sensors, motion sensors, motors, temperature, sound sensors, anything you can think of. And so we got this one sensor right here, this and this. This is an RFID tag. An RFID tag is a tag that holds an electronic number, and when it's put next to, can I put the camera down? Yeah, I can show you guys all the stuff. It's kind of a bad angle though. But see, I got one of these boxes. They're pretty cheap, to be honest. That's like 40 bucks Canadian. And then I got this other one here with more sensors in it. They're just like endless stuff. So anything you want to build, you just go to these boxes and you probably can find it. Anyways, so move this back up. So I got this sensor here called an RFID sensor and a tag. Just like you go to the gym and you scan the machine and the door opens up for you. That's how this stuff works. That's how those doors work. They literally have a machine, maybe not an Arduino, but like a computer behind it. And when you take your tag and you tap it on the machine and it opens up the gym door and unlocks it, whatever, that's this. So I'm able to do that. I also have a card version of it. That's right. So you go to a card and you swipe it or you tap it. There's an electronic code written here, and when you tap it, it scans it for it. So what I wanted to do was to find a way to extend the range of this RFID tag to, let's say, like a foot or two, and put this on my dog's collar. And when she walks up to a door, she usually sticks her nose on it. If we can get that distance of her nose to her neck where this would be hanging, and have it scan it, we could do like a bunch of stuff, you know? RFID has many conspiracies. Oh, for sure. It's not the best system. It's not the most secure system, but the average Joe doesn't know what the hell happens behind the scenes, right? Because all you got to do, and maybe we could do this on a stream. Maybe not today, but maybe on the next stream this could be an idea. Where we could literally take this card right here, which has a code on it, and scan it on our RFID card, and then take this right here and scan it again and rewrite the code on this to whatever the last thing was. Like we can hack, you know? That could be cool. See, like those are projects I would love to do. Like how to break into your gym for free. You just take your card, you scan it on the machine, now you bring another item, you scan it right there, and you just copy the card to twice. Let me put that away. There's so much shit in this kit, like endless ideas here. I'm just not sure how to present them. That's been my biggest problem. Whenever I made an idea, it's how to present it properly. So let me give you guys some ideas. So we're doing Roomba that throws dirt on the floor. Let me change this song. We're doing Roomba that throws dirt on the floor. I was thinking a robot that like aggressively sprays hand sanitizer at you. Something for, you know, the whole coronavirus situation. That'd be hilarious. Like having an air compressor connected to, what's it called? The bottle you use for hand sanitizer. I don't know what they're called, those specific bottles. You know, the bottles where you push on top and then the pressure comes out through the nozzle. So imagine if the pressure was coming out through a air compressor and that normal hand sanitizer you use pushed out sanitizer at your face at like 100 maybe not 100 psi, but psi high enough that the bottle would like slightly stretch, you know, just high enough. If I can get the bottle to blow up, that'd be pretty funny as well, but I don't want people getting hurt. I'd probably just like do it on my sister and record it for the video. I think that'd be hilarious. A robot that tases me if I'm not working. I was thinking like a robot that trains me to be better at a game. So like I'm playing a game and if I die, the robot punishes me some way. So either it like takes money out of my PayPal account, physically hurts me, posts something on like my social media that I would never want to be posted. You know, just like a sabotaging robot, and then my only focus would be not to like lose. That could be hilarious. It's just plenty of ideas. Just presenting them is the problem. A robot that does not let you close your alarm. So like you go to close your alarm and it just doesn't let you. That's actually hilarious. How would you do that? I'm guessing I would have like my phone on some kind of like conveyor belt, and if I put my hand onto the phone, it just like pulls it left or right super fast. That's very doable. That's very doable. Because I could just connect it to the air compressor, and I have a piston for the air compressor, and I can make the piston go in or out. So if my hand is next to the sensor, one of the sensors, it'll just pull the phone away. And if I put my hand next to the other sensor, it'll just pull my phone away again. And it'll just keep doing that. That's actually a great idea. I'm gonna write that down. Robot that does not let me turn my alarm off. One thing that could be cool would be like a robot that, or sorry, like an alarm clock that requires like a lot of IQ in the moment to turn it off. So like you have to be awake. Cause like this morning I woke up and it was freezing cold, and you know when it's cold you just want to go back to bed. So I'm like, all right, I'll set another alarm for 20 minutes from now and I'll go back to bed. Cause my alarm's all the way on the other side of my room on purpose. So I get up, I go turn it off, I go lie down in bed, I'm like, all right, 20 minutes. And then I repeat that like 4 or 5 times and I wake up like an hour later. So that could be cool. Like an alarm that like I saw there was alarms that have laser guns. So maybe we could do that. That could be super fun. You know what? You got me going, Siberian. Thank you. All the ideas are rolling. So I have in here. Let me pull it out. Where is it? Oh, dude, there's some good ideas here. You gotta like chug something. There's like a liquid sensor, so like you have to chug a drink to get out. Okay, so I have here a laser emitter. Why is this stuck? I have here a laser emitter. So pretty much just a thing that would blind. We're on camera. Looks like a little cannon, little gold cannon. And then I have a laser receiver. I don't know why I couldn't say that. Laser emitter and laser receiver, I think. Maybe I don't have a laser receiver, but I do have other things I can use. Yeah, I don't have a laser receiver, but I have a photoresistor module that I can make this work. So like, you have to shine the laser exactly at the photo sensor. So how do you pronounce it? One sec. Let me pull it up. The photoresistor sensor is a sensor that requires that we used actually in my last video. If you're interested, you can go watch that video. I used it to sense how much light is touching it. So it gives you a light reading between, I think it's 0 to 1. So like a 0.5. No, it wasn't 0 to 1. It was 0 to 1000. So like my monitor brightness at a dark mode, like if you had Google on dark mode, the brightness of that was like between 250 to 300. I don't know what the unit is. And then when something white came on the screen, it went up to like 850, something like that. So when I point a laser at it, I'm sure it's going to go to 1000. I'm sure it's going to max out. So all I got to say is, if it hits 1000, turn off the alarm. That could be pretty cool. And then I have sound. I can connect it to like a speaker, or I can just use, I have a buzzer here. Buzzer here, like a normal speaker, but it can't do sounds like complicated sounds. It could just do certain frequencies. So you could make it play like a basic like happy birthday song or something like that, but it wouldn't sound very good. You can't do like voices and stuff like that. There are apps where you have to solve math problems and then snooze, but an app isn't as fun as a robot that can physically punish you, right? I'm totally memeing with you, by the way. Like, that's the kind of shit I want to make. I just have to figure out the presentation of it. I'm guessing the only way to do that is by trying a bunch of things and seeing what works. But I think it'd be cool. Like, if you guys are interested here, like, I think, Connor, I missed one of your any good resources on learning about the stuff. So there is, but there isn't. Like, to make the meme stuff, there's not many good resources on how to make it. You could have to learn serious projects and then move on to the meme stuff. But I thought making educational content on the meme stuff would be way more fun. Like, wouldn't it be fun if I don't know if you had a teacher in high school or in elementary that ever like taught the class something in a really funny and goofy way, very relatable way. Like if they were making jokes about kid in the class or something like that, like usually the class is a lot more engaged than if they just talk about some historian in the 1900s, right? Historian, I don't know why I said that. Some person in like long time ago, if you talk about them, no one really cares. But if you made a joke about Rick in the class and how, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, if you can make something more relatable to the audience, I think they're more engaged and they want to listen more. So finding a way to make these robot ideas like super funny, and you watch it and you have a good laugh, and then it's like educational at the same time, but it doesn't have to feel like it's school or like a tutorial or anything. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So we had that. I added your alarm video. Alarm off. And you're like, laser gun alarm. Okay. I think one thing that could be cool is I'll make a list of everything you would need to make a robot. Like, here's what you need. You need an Arduino. I literally just bought 3 on Amazon for 40 bucks. Not each, 40 bucks for all of them. They come in a box like this. They come with cable. And then they come with the static wrapping that I took off. And it's a little computer, little microcontroller. It has a bunch of pin slots. You take a cable, you plug it into a pin, and it's super easy. You can get a robot that measures engagement level and see how you distract them better. That's actually funny. There's a guy who used to stream. Now he doesn't stream because a bunch of drama and stuff happened to him. But Slightly Musical, I think was his stream name, and he had an engagement. He had like robots for engaging his stream in his real life. So like when you type something in chat and you donated $1, you can activate one of the robots. I think that'd be absolutely hilarious. I just don't know what to do. He had like, what did he have? He had I think LEDs connected to the stream, and then he had also a receipt printer that printed out someone's like donation or someone's sub to the stream. So when they sub to his Twitch stream, it like out of the air printed like out of the air like a tag would fall, like a receipt would fall, and he would just like catch it in the air, and he'd be like, "Oh, Siberian College, thank you for the sub. I need to go, see you later." All right, dude. Thanks for being here. Appreciate all you being here. Also, don't forget to like the stream before you leave. It's annoying, but you gotta ask. People forget. What's up? What else can we do? There's a lot of them, but like, what are quick ones? I guess. Time's going in minus, by the way. What do you mean? What do you mean by time's going minus? Something wrong with the stream? I don't see anything wrong with, but oh, because it's saying started streaming 32 minutes ago. Is that why? Is that what you're talking about? All right, let's see. What other ideas do we got? Liked the second guy. Thanks, dude. Let me give you one more funny robot idea before you leave. Something to get you thinking. One I wrote down that I don't think I'll ever do, but it's hilarious to think about. Make AirPods with wires. Like AirPods that actually, like taking normal earphones and AirPods and combining them and making the AirPods wired. How funny would that be? That's new on YouTube. Last few weeks, but it's normal. If you tap the time, it switches formats. For real? It's not doing it for me, but that'd be real. That'd be great if you could control the way you're receiving things. Oh, on mobile? That's awesome. How's it going, Anthony? Thanks for being here. We're talking about robot ideas. I showed off this idea I'm currently working on that I'm trying to make a video. It's a Roomba mod. If you don't know what a Roomba is, it's like the vacuum cleaner. One of these. Oh man, it's heavy. It's a little automated robot, rolls around the floor, goes around the house, and in the back here it has a slot where you can put a dustbin. So it comes with a dustbin, but I said screw that dustbin, I want to make my own and put whatever I want inside. So this is what the default dustbin looks like. See, it has like a filter and everything. And this is what my dustbin looks like. And mine has holes on the bottom where things will fall through, whatever I want. I could put anything I want in this cylinder here. I can put dog treats, I can put mud, I can put nails, I can put fruit. I could literally put fruit in there and it will dispense fruit all over the floor. I don't know, I could put whatever I want. And I think that'd be absolutely hilarious. Just to like put a bunch of things, record a video. I think dog treats would be funny because I can just like talk about the bot while my dog is just running in the background, chasing the bot while it's dispensing treats everywhere. What else? There's something that I wrote here that, like, reading the back, I'm like, wow, did I really say that? A bot that annoys others while they're concentrating? That'd be funny. How would you do that? How would you do that without, like, having to go in someone's room, let's say? I have an idea, but I'm not going to say it yet, just because I have to think about it. A Roomba that follows people around, shoots them, tases them, or something like that. Airsoft gun that shoots you when you scream bang really loud. I don't know why I wrote that. A bot that donates to charity every time you swear. We started working on that on stream once, and then we stopped because it was just too much. Like, I had the machine learning part working where, like, I talked into the mic and it sensed what I said and it put it into text. But getting the PayPal part to work was too much. Build a robot that solves... Build a robot that solves... I am not a robot Oh, shit. You know those things that tell you, are you a robot? Or... I'm not a robot, and you click the checkbox, and then it shows you pictures, and it says, like, pick the pictures with the car or with the crosswalk or whatever. So, like, a robot that beats that. That would be really hard, though. That's like a month-long video. But I still wrote it down. Make a mirror that roasts you every time it recognizes your face. Recognizes a face. That'd be freaking hilarious. You walk up to a mirror... You're like, you know, you're brushing your teeth or something, and it's like, you ugly asshole. The feeling on the machine learning is the easiest part, but dealing with the PayPal API is the complicated part. Dude, it literally was. Unless you, maybe you've used PayPal API before, but it was so complicated to get it working, and it wouldn't. Like, to get a developer account was a hassle. To, I think where I stopped was when I was trying to, like, it has you have different ways of doing it. So, like, if you have someone you want to send money to and you have an account with the money in it, you have different ways of sending that money over. It sounds a lot more complicated than it is, but it just getting that part to work it wasn't working. And I was just like, this is too long. Like, I've been spending like a week plus on this. Like, gotta move on to a better idea. I'd love to do that though, because that would be hilarious. I would just play a game and be like, all right, well, if I swear, money gets donated, and I'd stream it. I'd be like 10 hours stream. 10-hour stream, maximum $100 or $200. Let's see how long we can go. Can people text on their phone without looking or tase? Oh, so if I gave you your phone and I said, all right, text my number, and if you screw it up, you get tased. Or something like that. And I connect like the Arduino to their arm or something, and I say, all right, don't screw it up, and they start texting and they screw it up. You know what I mean? That'd be somewhat simple, because you could just use like Twilio to check their text, or have that number that they can text, and then just pipe that into the Arduino and just be like, all right, shock them or don't. That'd be pretty easy. Maybe not an Arduino, but I have like a ESP32 board, or you can use a Raspberry Pi. Make a TV that gets louder every time someone talks during the movie. That's a great idea. I forgot about these ideas. A chair that moves away when it detects you're trying to sit down. See, like, these are funny ideas, but you can't make a 10-minute video about a chair that moves away when it detects you trying to sit down. That's like a 5-minute video max. So how do you make it 10 minutes? And that's what we were talking about earlier. Like, in the middle, throwing a tutorial section, and then being like, all right, well, we're going to talk about how I did this, but if you want to just skip to the rest of the video, you're just chilling out, you're not trying to have educational content, you're just trying to have entertainment content, just skip to 7 minutes and 54 seconds or whatever. You know what I mean? And then I can make 10-minute videos. That's how I got to do it, I think. One idea that Josh had was the Monster Inc. bottle. So I don't know if you guys have seen Monster Inc. It's a pretty old movie now. But let me pull it up on screen. Monsters Inc. Scream bottle. So in Monsters Inc., there are these monsters that get these like bottles, and they pretty much like collect bounties where they go and scare people, and when people get scared and they scream, it fills up the bottle. So he's gonna take it. He's got like a bounty here of like a kid he's got to scare. Give it a second. All the doors. Alright, let's just skip forward a bit. Where's the scene where they go in? Oh, here. Oh, they don't even what the hell? Alright. Anyways, you saw the bottle. It fills up when someone screams, when they get scared. That's a great idea. Mix that with the movie idea. When people talk for long enough, it builds up and screams in bed. Oh, mix this. That's good. That's interesting. Make it so it scares them. I'd love to make complicated ideas, but I don't know how to do it without spending like a week on the video. But imagine like you're talking loud in the movie, and behind the movie like a little turret just pops up, and you hear like the robot sounds, like the and a little like turret pops up over the screen with a motion sensor, and once it sees you, it just starts spraying at you, just like a shut up machine. And I can just like install it anywhere, like on a bathroom door or in my room door or outside or whatever. I've already made once like a motion detection system, and once it sees you, it like locks onto you. Some people like to do the machine learning route where it detects a face, and the machine learning route is much more accurate, but a lot more work. Mine was like a physical hardware thing. Like I had this. So it's a little radar sensor. Wait, let me pull up the main screen. So I had this, which is kind of like two eyes. It's a little radar sensor. It's got 4 pins, super simple. And when it's hit something, it can do up to like 32 inches, I think. And when it hits something and it returns back, it lets you know. It lets you know the distance as well, which is really nice. So I had this with a servo, and the servo would just spin nonstop 360. Just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And when it saw something, it would stop and lock onto it. And then if it felt like that thing was falling off to the right or the left, it would just continue a bit more to that side and follow it around. But it was pretty delayed, as you can imagine, because the only way for it to know whether something's getting out of the shot is by letting it get out of the shot and then readjusting to find it again. Whereas you could just do like the machine learning, scan someone's face and then stay on that. I don't know what this music is. All right, let's read some more ideas. I think it's fun just talking about ideas and then seeing which one you guys like get happy about. Automated dog trainer I think would be hilarious. Like the machine says like sit, and when the dog sits, it gives her a treat. Build a security system, cameras, keypad, etc. The wallet that screams when you pick it up. What do you guys think about that? The wallet that screams when you pick it up. That could be funny. Like a little weight sensor, and put something on top of the weight sensor, and when someone just like randomly goes, let's say, to the kitchen to get something, like a glass of water, and it's on a weight sensor, the weight sensor just starts to scream until they put something back on it. You just plug it into like a full speaker and just have it go nuts. Machine with air pistons that moves a button around that you have to press. And I linked a video and said, Use this style motion. Oh, never mind. That's just a video of piston. Distraction canceling headphones. A robot that slaps you if you get tapped. Distraction canceling headphones. So whoever the distraction is, it cancels them. Is that what it is? Dog bark alarm neutralizer. I don't even know what that means. Does that mean it cancels the dog bark? You see, I wrote ideas at like 3 in the morning sometimes. I'm just like, wake up from sleeping and I'm just like, wow, that was a great idea, and wrote it down. And then now I'm like, wait, what the hell does that mean? Human-sized robotic arm. 2-ton winches and thick steel can pick up 300 to 500 pounds. Yeah, I would need to weld, and I don't have a welder or know how to properly weld, so. Next. Flamethrower something. I wrote that. Flamethrower something. Laundry folding robot arms. That sounds boring. This sounds pretty boring. Like, it's funny for the first minute, and then it's like, why would anyone watch that? Anti-distraction device screams at you if you're not working. That could be a good quick idea. A drone connected to VR goggles that constantly follows you, so you're living in third person. That'd be super cool. Make a wall that screams every time a Roomba bumps into it. Wait, what? Make a wall that's, so it's like the Michael Reeves idea where he has a Roomba that bumps into a wall and screams. This time it's the wall that's screaming. Roomba that follows people around and shoots them, tases them. Airsoft gun that shoots you when you scream. I read that one. I think we're back at the front of the list. Yeah, so there's not too many ideas, but there's some good ones on here. I think the next one could be that alarm idea that we were talking about earlier with Siberian. So like an alarm that doesn't let you turn it off, like it physically tries to stop you. Maybe like it blocks the button to turn it off and all that. That could be cool. Oh, one thing I wanted to build was an outdoor light for me and my dog. So using like that could be a tutorial video. I think that would be more an educational video than a meme video. But I have in here these, which are motion sensors. They're like the kind of thing you would see in the corner of a room when you have a security system. You walk in front of it and it finds you and it notifies whatever machine it's talking to. So I have like knobs I can turn on the side here. You can see like those 2 orange knobs, and that I can change the sensitivity of it. And yeah, I have a couple of these, so I could set those up in like the backyard and plug it into a light, and then be like, all right, when someone's in the backyard, turn on the light. And that'd be super cool, because I go out with my dog a lot at like 10 at night, and there's no lights there, and I just hope that she doesn't run away, right? It's kind of fenced, but it's not fully fenced. I trust her. Obviously, I wouldn't let her off leash if I didn't trust her, but that could be a cool educational idea, like how to turn on the light with the motion sensor. And then I would put it in relation to what I need, which is a backyard light, but you can do it in your room light. I can be like, all you need to do is do this, and then you can have a machine, then you can have a servo that just presses the button once or presses it twice to turn it off or something like that. And then I can make it kind of accessible to anyone. Because like all the equipment I'm using here is cheap equipment, except for the tools, which are tools that I've had for a while. This whole kit here that I showed you guys, let me show you again. If you're still here, Anthony, this whole kit right here was $50, and it came with an Arduino itself. And then I went and bought a couple Arduinos on Amazon, which I put right here. Sounds good, not like a week-long project. Exactly. Like, if I could do 2 of these a week, because, okay, if I didn't have anything to do, I would be able to probably do like 4 of these a week. Just because 3D printing takes time. So 3D printing would take time, at least a day of printing and planning and building, and then second day of filming. I could do probably 1 every 2 days. But then I have other content I create for like the Grind Reel channel. So that takes in time. So if I could do like 2 or 3 of these a week, I think that'd be great. And we've got like a couple ideas now. We've got outdoor light tutorial. We've got alarm. We've got 2 alarm ideas. So one of them, or make both of them. Excuse me. What else? We've got... Oh, the robot that aggressively sprays hand sanitizer at you. So I imagine I can just get a hose and pipe it into the hand sanitizer bottle, and then I can melt the plastic of the tube into the hand sanitizer bottle. Like I could physically fuse it, and then I can just try different PSIs and see how much pressure I can put into that bottle. And then let's say like there's a shit ton of pressure, and the second you put your hand on the spray bottle, it just smacks your hand with sanitizer, or your face or something like that. That'd be hilarious too. Just like cut a tiny hole in it where it like shoots it at your face, and then just like do it to my sister or something. Yeah, we got a good amount of ideas now. And if you guys ever have any more, post them anywhere you want. Oh, I had a good idea also, where a lot of people like blame their dogs for not listening and stuff, but it's always on the owner. It's always about training and consistency and all that. So I was thinking an idea would be me training my dog, and if she doesn't listen, I get punished. So if she doesn't listen, I get shocked. If she doesn't listen, I get tased. Sorry, not shot. Not tased, but have like an e-collar is the word. If she doesn't listen, you know, I can go endless ideas. I can make it post things on social media that I don't want to be posted. I can make it take money in my bank account and give it to like a dog adoption center, like donation. I can I can do an endless amount of harm to myself. It's just what causes the harm is what we have to figure out. Like, is it the training dog thing? Is it me playing a game, and if I die in the game, then it donates money on my PayPal to like a charity? You know, like how do we do there? That could be cool. I had a couple ideas that would be funny now because of the whole virus situation. So something like a vicinity machine. So something that like scans your vicinity, and if anyone steps in it, it like alarms you and like sprays sanitizer in their direction or something. What else? Yeah, just a bunch of dumb ideas like that. Oh, like an aggressive like ball launcher or something like that, or something that can launch anything, like a catapult, let's say, but the catapult runs off of the air compressor. That could be a cool project. But that requires being outside a lot, like having a garage and all that, because it's a big item. I can't build it on my desk. But imagine just like a giant catapult, and we put whatever we want on it, and just see how far we can launch it. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. I gave like at least 100 ideas here, I think. Maybe a bit less than that. Over the past 54 minutes. But I think we got some good ideas. I appreciate all of you being here in the stream. There's 6 likes on here, and I only asked once or twice for likes, so really appreciate that. It sucks that it has to be this way, but when you like the stream, it notifies YouTube that the stream was good, or that I did a good job streaming or whatever, and then YouTube rewards me for that. That's one of the only ways for YouTube to know if I'm doing well on a stream or not. The other one is to see how long you guys are in chat, or sorry, see how long you guys are watching, and see how many comments and stuff you're putting in chat. So engagement is everything, and you guys liking gives me engagement, which is the greatest gift I can ask for on YouTube. So I appreciate you guys here. Right now I'm just like running ideas in my head, but I should do that off stream. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Anything you want to see more about the next video I need to make about this thing? If you have any questions, you want to see 3D designing, you want to learn anything like that, you want to learn how to build these robots, like let's say you got $50 and you're okay spending that, you give yourself like a budget. Let's say $100, tools and Arduinos involved, and you can build yourself like probably like 2 or 3 robots for that cost. Like the Arduinos themselves, this pack was 10 per Arduino. American, $10 American per Arduino. So for $30, I got 3 of them. And then this box right here was like $50, and it came with all the sensors, cables, and an Arduino itself. And then the basic tools are wire cutters, which I have these cheap ones that came with my 3D printer. And then I guess you would need like glue and tape, and you can build things right there. At first, when I was building all these robots and stuff, I just had like cardboard, and I would just literally like hot glue cardboard together and make like a box and then put the Arduino inside. But then I invested in a 3D printer and saved myself all that hassle. So I just design a box on my 3D program, export it to a chip, put the chip in the 3D printer, wake up in the morning, and I have a hot and fresh ready box that's 3D printed. So like with this, I just designed it on the computer. And the only thing I didn't design is the holes, which are on the side. I didn't design this hole, I just cut it out physically with this. I just literally sat there and just chopped it out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. But yeah, I do appreciate all you guys being here, liking the stream. I'm gonna be making the video hopefully today or tomorrow. And then, yeah. And if you guys want educational content, you know, feel free to ask for it, and we could talk about something. We could figure something out. Because I think people want to learn how to do these things, or I think people would love to have like their own homemade alarm clock or something like that, even if they're not super tech oriented. And I think that'd be cool to show them. Like, you want to see the code for this project? You want to literally see the code for this project? That's it, right there. That's it. This I don't even use. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 lines. It was about like 100 when I was trying to do the electronic switch. But then I realized, screw that, when I can make it literally 20, 30 lines and do a physical switch. So now on the back here, right here. On the back here, I have a switch, and when you flick it, the motors will turn on. So the motors are always running, but the power is blocked off by this little gatekeeper right here. And when you flick it, the power will go through to the motor, which is right here. And it spins this gear, which... It spins this gear, which spins this gear. And that's it. It's super simple. But it's something people don't think they can do or something like that. And that could be a super cool project to show them. So yeah. Anyways, we're gonna end the stream. Appreciate all you guys being here, and we're gonna see you tomorrow, I think, with the video. Bye everyone.